Welcome to Pride Against Prejudice, a Shadowrun 4th edition actual play podcast.
Hi, I'm Simon and I'm playing Huggy Bear.
Hi, I'm Al and I'll be playing Maverick.
Hi, I'm Jack and I play Toyga.
Hi, I'm Michael and I'll be playing Sunshine.
Hi, my name's Dutch or Kerry and I'll be playing Alexandra.
And my name is Rhydian, I'm the GM. If you would like any bonus content, a link to our living campaign map can be found in the show notes, along with a link to our Discord where you can get occasional bonus episodes, and if you'd like to add locations to the map or just ask us questions, you're welcome to join us there. If you stick about for a few seconds at the end of the episode, we also have a question for you as well. Following content may contain themes and materials not suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised. Before we dive into the episode, here's some pay data on another one of the Shadowrun podcasts out there for you to listen to. Careful planning, good timing, and teamwork are the things that make a run go well. But one small thing missed in the team's legwork can make a run go bad in a heartbeat. So, it's currently the 27th of September 2072. You've just had not a bad night sleeping in the back of a big rig after spending a day surveilling the school to scope out your target to try and work out how to extract Alexandra. You had made arrangements to meet up with Hemlock today to have a chat about her acting as a guide for you while you do this. Are you going to go and do that first, or are you wanting to do something else?
That's probably the most important thing we need to do now.
I think so, yeah.
Have you actually told Alexandra what's happening?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But we need to be back in the school network to do that, and the less time we spend there, the fewer chances we have to get spotted.
I think it makes sense to get as much of the plan in place and ready to go. So
Before we trigger.
Yeah, and then like the minimum amount of... Like, it should be able to be accomplished with Alexandra knowing as little as possible. So that even if like all we can say to her is run, she doesn't need to know like run here, run there. She can just go, and the plan.
Her running to a specific place on the board. Thing we need to do. Hoiger,
Yes.
do you know what clothing size and, more importantly, shoe size your cousin wears?
Give me a memory check there, Toyga.
I can't. Roll 20 has shat itself.
I will roll it on your behalf if that's okay.
Thank you.
So you got one hit there on the roll I've done on your behalf, Toyga.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sort of. She was complaining about something not fitting right, and yeah, you can vaguely remember like a dress size, but you're not really sure about shoe size.
Someone just buy her a pair of Crocs and one of those like I visited Maine and all I got was this lousy ponchos we saw at the gift shop, and everything will be fine.
I'm not going to make anybody drop New Yen for that.
Make Tiger drop New Yen, it's all his problem.
Tempting, but not for a pair of shitty Crocs and a crappy poncho.
We can do slightly better than the poncho. At least we can get her some vending wear, so she has a full set of clothing for when we go, Alexandra, your clothing has trackers in it. Please discard it.
Please go behind that tree.
Alexandra, your Alexandras have tracking equipment in them. Please discard them.
Good point. Actual Toyger, what are some drugs that promote, like, horrible nausea?
Emetics. Not something I actually know.
Ironically, Hemlock is actually an emetic, if I remember correctly.
It is an emetic, yeah, but it's also like all manner of other horrible things.
Given Sixth World deregulation, I'm sure you can get something at the pharmacist that will make you chunder horrifically.
Hello there, pharmacy gimp, who looks suspiciously exactly like me, but without the face tattoo. Here are 50 of my finest new yen. Give me your most out-of-date medicines.
Yes, sir, have these out-of-date medicines. Now please stand clear of the blast radius.
Thank you, Toiger and his day job, Toiger.
We could always just get hold of those vegan Haribos.
What?
Vegan Haribo. They're legendary for their
Emetics.
Explosive qualities.
yeah.
They tend to be the other direction rather than vomiting, but they clear you out.
You are right next to the Wuxing equivalent of an Amazon distribution center, which I've forgotten I'd actually named this company, Hanlue de Daolai, which is horribly pronounced Chinese for joyful arrival.
Can we blow up that warehouse while we're here?
Mav, your addiction to blowing up warehouses is tearing this Shadowrun team/found family apart.
One time. Once.
Yes, and you watch replays of it at least once a day on your comlink. You're beginning to concern us.
Tiger.
Maverick, we're here because we care about you.
Tiger.
What?
If that's the craziest thing I do, I don't think you have a leg to stand on to call me crazy.
No, I have fewer legs to stand on than a serpent, but I just want to bring up that Maverick is our token sensible, reasonable adult person here. And one of the things he enjoys doing for his own mental health is rewatching videos of a warehouse he blew up exploding.
Yeah, boy needs hobbies.
Thank you, Sunshine.
I mean, that's healthier than some of our addictions.
When you head over to the diner, you can see that Hemlock's pickup truck is already sat in the gravel car park. And when you go in, she's sat at a booth at the back, seems to be eating breakfast.
Who all came with us to go see Hemlock?
I did?
Sunshine?
I probably would have stayed behind with Huggy.
Are you guys doing Matrix prep then?
I think so, yeah.
Alright, we'll come back to you folks shortly.
Unless you particularly would have wanted me there.
I mean, we might need a negotiator.
I can negotiate.
We might need a negotiator who doesn't alienate the person we're negotiating with.
I won't alienate her. I can be nice.
The jury is still out on that. Alright, Tiger and Mav, let's go.
Alright, we'll come back to the Matrix folks shortly then. You head in, she's eating breakfast. Are you just sitting down at the booth, or are you doing anything else?
Wander up and say hello.
Breakfast time, I will order both of us breakfast.
Remember, I'm allergic to soy.
I remember.
The waiter comes over, takes your order, heads off. He'll be back in a few minutes with food. As you sit down, Hemlock just looks up from this massive stack of pancakes, points at Toiga with her eating knife and says, "You really need to learn some phone discipline."
I really don't. I spend very little time on the phone. I prefer to talk to people in person.
We can tell.
So, how was your little jaunt into the woods? Did you kill anything exciting?
Profitable and not really. It was mostly plants.
I mean, plants can be exciting.
Yes, but they're not dead. They're still potted. What do you want?
So, I'm Tiger. Let me.
Oh, fine.
What we want is for you to guide the two of us to some coordinates that we will give you when you accept the job. They are a few miles outside of town.
Right.
We want you to guide us there. We want you to guide the two of us and one further person back from there to our starting point. We will take your advice on where that starting point is.
All right.
How much would you charge for this? Approximately.
Well, I mentioned earlier that my standard rate for guiding people around the woods was 2,000. I'm adding 500 in a stupid tax, and she looks at Toiga at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And given what he let slip, I'm not doing this for less than 5.5 grand. The amount of heat that could be brought down on me if you're asking me to do what I think you're asking me to do.
So Toiger sort of reaches into like his coat, which there are probably lost civilizations in that coat, the amount of stuff I keep in now. And withdraws like a credit stick. He sort of tools up an amount on it and like sort of plops it on the table. Says there, have 6k.
She puts her fork down, reaches over slowly, holds it up where she can see it, puts it into her jacket pocket and says, "Alright, where are we going?"
Sure we're not going to be overheard?
There's nobody else nearby at the moment. She seems to be okay with it, but if you'll want to take extra precautions, you're welcome to.
I mean, I can cast... Mana Barrier can be a dome, can't it?
It can, but it only keeps magic out. It doesn't stop anything physical.
I can keep magic shit out, and I would like to cast the spell at least once.
Yep, so a Force 3 6-meter diameter dome appears. You're the only person that can see it unless there's anybody else magic in here, which a quick astral glance will tell you there really isn't.
So, yeah, magic dome. Oh, look, I rolled exactly enough to get out of the drain. That's fun. So, there. Now we're not going to be overheard by anything magic. There's anything data-wise that can overhear us was snookered, but we're probably snookered anyway. That's why I'm being generous. Cornwall Reform School, what do you know about it?
Well, there's what I told you before.
Oh, yeah, we've had this conversation before. My mind has been elsewhere, I'm sorry. So, Cornville, there is someone in there. I would rather they not be in there. You are going to sneak us up to the fence, whereupon, through magic, we shall all become invisible. The target will sneak to the edge of the fence. I will melt a hole in it. I will render the individual invisible, and then we will all sneak away into the woods. We will not be eaten by bogles. We will not be mauled by piasme. We will not be gored by horn bears, and then we will all go home and everything will be wonderful forever. You will have 6,000 of my shiniest new yen and whatever weird plants or dead animals we find along the way. I will have my cousin back. Everyone wins from this, except the people at Cornville, and quite frankly, those people can vomit up their own genitals for all I care.
She gives a slight smile at that and says, "We are not going to be stopping in those sections of the woods, but I can get you there."
Splendid.
So it's just the two of you, yeah?
Yep.
Just the two of us. We're going to have other people doing other things, but you don't need to worry about that.
She pauses for a moment as the waiter arrives and tops off your coffee. He buggers off, and then she continues. Given your profession, or at least what I'm guessing your profession is, I'm guessing they're going to be keeping an eye on things, technologically speaking?
Oh, yes. Getting the person out's the easy bit. It's stopping them getting the person back afterwards that's causing all these headaches.
Yeah. Alright. Well, you've got my number.
Mm-hmm.
Text me a time. I'll text you a location, and we'll meet there. We want to arrive separately. In the meantime, don't text me for anything else. In fact, actually, no. And she, on a napkin, she actually pulls out an honest-to-God pen, and the frag's she doing with that, and scrawls something on a napkin and hands it to you and says, "Use that number, don't use my main number."
A Jinho. I had a Jinho. I miss my Jinho.
What?
No, it's just a really shit, cheap biro. Right, in the meantime, unless it's for anything else, don't contact me. And we are not to talk to one another, we are not to be seen with one another. I've got to keep my head down after this. I need to be able to continue living and working here. Understood?
Understood.
Yes, understood. You sound just like my ex. That's a joke, I don't have any exes.
Good for them.
They are an imaginary person I made up for the purposes of being irreverent and blithe, which is a defense mechanism because I'm currently halfway between wanting to cry with fear and explode with rage. Anyway, see you shortly. And Poiger sort of just gets up and scampers off.
Thank you for your time, Hemlock.
Yeah.
Mav rolls his eyes in Tiger's direction and then eats some more of his soy bacon.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go. And she gets up, pays at the till, and at the counter, heads out and gets into the pickup truck and drives off, taking the monstrously large rifle with her as she leaves the diner.
I am slightly envious of that rifle.
That rifle looks like it'd be used to shoot down buildings, and not like shoot down buildings that have been picked up by tornadoes. I mean, you shoot it at the building and the building comes down.
It's not that big, Tiger. You need a bigger gun than that to bring down a building. To bring down most buildings.
So, Huggy, are you driving over close to the school? Are you doing this from town? How are you going about this?
Oh, it's probably a lot safer to do this from town, but I do need a Matrix connection. I'm not the Matrix expert here.
What are you asking me for?
Are we doing this from town, or are we driving up close to the school?
I mean, generally closer is better.
Okay, so you want to go close to the school?
You've got a hunting license.
Yes, so you don't want me assisting you then?
This is going to keep being a dilemma, isn't it?
Huggy can be sitting with a rod.
If you want us to be using the hunting license, one of us needs to be hunting.
Sunshine, have you considered letting me buy you another hunting license, and then you just both...
In which case, neither of us are matrixing.
You don't have to be actively hunting or fishing. As long as you are... If a cop pulls up and you are holding a fishing rod next to a body of water, the license applies. It doesn't matter that you came out the Matrix 5 seconds ago.
It technically doesn't, but it's still... I am somewhat aware of what these woods contain. And I'm not sure that I entirely want to be decking and completely unaware of my surroundings. I suppose we could take the drones with us, but I don't have a license to hunt with the drones.
We want the drones nearby in case this all goes pear-shaped.
With that, Huggy, Hugin, your aerial surveillance drone, those are legal. It would be the equivalent of like a quadcopter in our world.
Good point. So I can basically use that as a beta then.
Pretty much.
Or as a lookout for any cops showing up and making you come out the Matrix and look like you're actually hunting.
I don't like this idea, but it's what we've got.
Okay, other option. How far away is town from the school?
A couple of miles.
And what's that in range penalty?
Yeah, so I'd say you might get a point or two for spotty connection, but you're not going to know for certain until you actually try and crack into it.
You know what? I'll just try logging in from here.
So, question: Cornwall itself is a town.
Yeah.
How far is it from the village of Cornwall to the school?
That was the question that was just asked, a couple of miles.
So that's for Skowhagen.
Oh no, Skowhagen, right.
For this, just under a click. So just under a kilometre.
Okay, are there any restaurants or anything like that in Cornwall?
There's like another really small diner. It's like really, really small. It's almost like coffee shop kind of thing.
Okay, so we could go to there. It's less suspicious that we're parked up there than parked up beside the school.
Yeah, that could work.
And I can say that I'm sending a drone up to look for local fishing spots.
Yeah?
Question. This goes to Toiga over comms.
Mm-hmm.
How can you make a drone invisible?
Absolutely.
And do you want a drone to come with you?
If we get into a fight, it might be handy to have one.
I can send Fenrir with you.
Ooh, no.
He's the best that I've got as a single fighter. And it'll be quieter than trying to send an auto drone.
I would like to have as much firepower as possible. Mav, do you object to us bringing Fenrir along with us?
How does a drone deal with the woods?
It'll have maneuvering penalties if you need to shift it, but the way that a steel lynx works, it's got like wheels on legs, so if it encounters something, it can lift the leg up and over, and it a little bit like, imagine the Boston Dynamics dogs, but with wheels on the tips of their feet.
Indeed.
And bigger.
And also no flamethrower.
I don't know, it depends on what you put on it.
This one doesn't have a flamethrower.
No, this one has a boomstick.
Yeah, this one has an LMG.
Don't say flamethrowers on drones in front of Huggy.
I'm sorry, I had to pause, mute my mic for a second. I was salivating too much.
Don't say it in front of Huggy. She'll blithely and innocently mention it in front of Lurtzog, and then we'll all wake up one morning to find fresh kills as burned down.
Oh, please.
Most of us would count that as an improvement.
And most of the rest of New York around it.
You think they haven't done this already?
How many times do you think that Fresh Kills has already burnt down?
Yes, but the burning down might take this time.
It never does, trust me.
So, are you doing this from Cornville then?
Yes.
Yeah, if you head over there, you can get a spot at the cafe. The locals look at you a bit funny when you put the drone up, and when you explain, oh, it's just to find fishing spots, they're kind of going, alright, that's kind of cheating.
Look, I'm not actually going fishing with the drone, I'm just, surveying the area.
You find yourself a spot in the coffee shop. It's a coffee shop, it's pretty dull. So how are we going about the Matrix side of this then?
I'll start by logging back in.
Okay.
We need to have all the pieces ready before you guys log in. So, when are we actually doing this? Because we need to get a message to Alexandra that she can read.
Which can be done through the Matrix.
Yep, but she needs to be in her room at the appropriate time to read it. And then she needs to go for her walk, which we thought was going to happen during individual counselling. Was that right?
I believe that was the plan.
That's when you wanted it to happen.
Does she? We don't know.
So, what kind of time are you doing this?
I would suggest after sundown, because to do the concealment, I want to summon a fairly hefty air spirit, and I want to have that around for as long as possible for as many services as possible.
When was sundown?
1847.
That is super awkward.
So she's getting her walk during group social time then. Because individual counseling time ends at 6:30.
I mean, if she goes for her walk at the beginning of individual counselling, that gives us an hour 45 of Torger's summoned spirit.
So that's very doable.
If we take that long to run away, I think we've failed anyway.
Yeah.
So I think we do it before sundown.
Yes.
Does unfortunately mean doing it during the day, but if Toiger can be trusted, we should all be invisible.
That also means we don't have to deal with the dogs.
Yes.
Who are going to be much better than humans at spotting invisible things.
That is true.
When has my magic ever let us down?
It hasn't yet. I don't want this to be the first time.
It won't be. It'll be good.
I could hear you all desperately trying to think of a time it had.
It hasn't yet. It didn't exactly succeed during the interrogation.
That was not my fault. That was due to outside influences that are much more powerful than I am.
That doesn't mean you didn't fail.
Also, we're possibly going up against those same outside influences this time.
Oh, please. She's hardly going to bother herself to save one student. She'll send her guys who will fail. She'll attempt magical tracking, which will fail because the fridge will explode. She'll attempt conventional tracking, which will fail because she'll have shat out all the trackers and removed all the trackers. And will have used the Valkyrie to tweezer out any other trackers. So then she'll be like, fuck it, we need to go to the Wuxing main repository of DNA. And by the time that Byzantine nightmare of a bureaucracy lurches into gear,
he'll have already deleted her sin, so it'll be fine, and she'll have other children to worry about torturing. In an ideal world, I'd break into her office and liquefy her for this, but frankly, I don't have time, and I need future projects to think about.
Yeah, to get the DNA requisition, she's got to submit her perfect octagonal poem in triplicate.
Yeah, and the poem must also refer to, like, the core tenets of Confucianism.
No, literally, do you know the 8-legged essay that the Qin dynasty decided they were no longer going to be using for the imperial exams because it was too tedious and complicated?
Wuxing brought it back.
Wuxing decided to bring that back. It's called the 8-legged essay because you must be able to fold it up into a spider shape. The original wasn't that, but Wuxing were like, how do we make this even more difficult and upsetting?
You know, I'm really glad I've not spent any time in a corp.
So you got plenty of time. Are you diving into the Matrix?
Looks like, yeah, so we log into the Matrix, we leave a message for
Alexandra.
With the instructions.
On her room screen at a time when she'll see it.
Yep.
Which, if we are trying to get her to go for the individual counseling session time, that will need to be between 7:30 and 8 a.m.
Will it?
Unless she has any other time, because I'm assuming that her time in her room is her wake up when she showers and changes clothes, and when she gets back to her room again.
When we were spying on her through the cameras before, she was in her room, that wasn't one of those times.
Yeah, they occasionally get given sort of brief 5-minute periods of go back to your room and change, or go back to your room and wait for the orderly to take you to the next activity, like if it's in another building and they want to keep an eye on them, stuff like that.
For totally non-creepy reasons.
Absolutely. This place would never be creepy.
Well, I mean, I think in this instance, the reason is because you are prisoners.
They're not prisoners, they're residents, Huggy.
Then why do they need to be escorted everywhere?
So they don't end up residing somewhere else where they don't want them residing.
Yeah. Like, free. That would be bad. You know the kind of trouble they could get in if they were free?
Well, let's go find out.
Let's. We want the defensening and the defrigening to happen.
Almost simultaneously.
Yep, that all wants to happen at the same time, so that if any of them gets caught, the rest are all going off together.
Yep.
The message needs to happen before that because Alexandra needs to be in the right place to be rescued.
Yep.
So, you jumping into the Matrix there, Sunshine?
Looks like, yep.
Alright.
I hop in and it's all,
Face plant your pancakes. Nah, you'll probably... Huggy will make sure that doesn't happen.
nah.
Getting the maple syrup off your face would be a fucking nightmare. It's actual maple syrup up here. It's amazing.
Yeah, I was expecting maple syrup.
That is the worst food pun you have ever made.
No, that was great.
So, if you're logging in there, Sunshine, could you give me your stealth roll? This will be at a +3. You are close enough that you won't be suffering any penalties.
Sure. Stealth at a +3. Coming up.
Yeah.
Have we slept?
Yes.
Yes.
I recover a point of edge. Nice. That is 7 hits on that stealth.
Nice. So, when you log in, it says, welcome, user, and recognises you as a legitimate user. And you're on an admin account, since that's what you created for yourself last time. What now?
Well, first thing, I'm going to create another admin account for Huggy.
Okay, could you give me an edit file action?
Edit unauthorized.
Yes, please. I believe... What did we set the threshold at for this last time? I think it was...
I want to say 6 on an extended test. I think it was.
Think it was, but because this is an illegal action, for every time you roll it, you have to make a stealth.
Am I still getting that +3?
I would say not for this, because it's not just logging in, you're creating a fake account, which is slightly more high risk.
Cool. You know what? If ever there was a time for pre-edging, this would be it. 4 hits on the first roll.
Okay.
3 hits on the stealth.
Yep, you're all good.
Okay, and then another edit unauthorized. 2 hits, so I'm at target.
Yep, you've hit the threshold.
Oh yeah, 6 hits on the stealth. I am like grease lightning in it out there.
Yeah, nobody has any fragging clue. Like, the security that you saw wandering around before, dressed up like 19th century school teachers, one of them actually opens a door for you.
Nice.
So, Huggy, you now have a legitimate account. Are you logging in as I assume you're making this an admin account there.
Of course, yeah. Same level as me.
So, are you logging in there, Huggy?
Yes, I am.
Cool. So, could I get your stealth again at a +3?
Is that a legitimate account, or is it an legitimate account?
It's an illegitimate account. Like, when they start digging around, they'll realise that something's up, but unless you actually really go looking, you're not going to know.
So that's 4 hits.
Yeah, on 4 hits there, Huggy, you are absolutely fine. Nay Fragger has noticed you in this place. So, a troll and a human walk into a Matrix host.
Okay.
Come on, give me a punchline here. What are you doing in this place? Don't become the punchline.
Wait, is this go time?
This is setup time.
Then why am I here?
Because I needed to set you up an account.
Okay.
Alright.
And as long as you don't log off, that account just stays there, logged in, ready to do things.
I also imagine that Huggy, the Victorian schoolmistress, is fucking terrifying. The teacher you really don't want a thrashing from.
Miss Trunchpool, but like she carries the chokey around with her.
Huggy, if you can go and locate where the fridges are. Did we locate those last time, actually?
We found the fridge controls and we found the fence controls.
Yes, they're on the security node. Well, the fence is on the security node, the fridges are on like a separate sub-node, but you know where they are. And hey, you're legitimate admin users, you have access.
Right, I think we're on to me sending a message to Alexandra, then.
You've had a little look at the devices in her room before. She doesn't seem to have earned screen privileges, but there are speakers in the room.
Oh, frag. Okay. Can I set up a little programmy thing so that when basically it'll register her door open and then go, incoming message for Alexandra. Please say accept to accept.
It'd probably be easier just to watch the cameras.
You can. That's relatively simple. The other thing, mate, give me a quick analyze. This is something you would have had access to and you would potentially have seen previously.
5 hits on analyze.
Yep, so on 5 hits, you notice something that you'd kind of seen in passing before but hadn't really looked at more deeply. So you jump over to the security node to check on the fence controls, make sure it's where you thought it was, that kind of stuff. And yeah, you notice that, yeah, you can track the location of the students.
Ooh.
Ah, that's blooming helpful. Of course I can.
Sounds like another subsystem that needs to have an unfortunate accident.
Whilst I agree in principle, today is not the day. Oh no, actually, today is.
It needs at least a partial accident. Alexandra at least needs to fall off that subsystem.
Yeah, good point. Sorry. I thought you meant, like, taking out the whole thing.
I mean, yes, but also, no, just Alexandra.
Okay, so, shopping list of things we need to do. Kill the fridge, kill the wire.
Do something to the tracking.
Nobble Alexandra's tracking, and deliver message to Alexandra. Is that everything?
Think so.
Okay.
And then get go team in position.
Yeah.
And do all of the above without being seen.
So wait for Alexandra to come back to her room so we can get a message to her.
Yup. Where is she currently?
You can hang out on the host quite easily and do that. So you can just watch and, I mean, you can just take over the speaker when she comes into the room.
Yeah.
When she comes into the room, what do you say to her? Actually, give me a control unauthorized in order to... Command unauthorized, I should say. My apologies.
4 hits.
Yep, and a stealth.
Sure. 3 hits on stealth.
Yep, you're fine. Alexandra, you've just walked into your bedroom. You're getting given a brief break after vocational training, so it's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and your brain is absolute mush right now. You've just spent several hours in a lesson on corporate law, just having Confucianism jammed down your throat, when suddenly a voice comes out the speakers that you don't recognize.
Alexandra?
Hello?
Good. It's you. Okay. First off, Cecil says hello. Secondly, I think it's high time we get you out of here. Don't you?
Is this a joke?
Nope.
Hold on a sec. Which Cecil?
What's his... Huggy. What's Cecil's full name?
Deperalto.
Huh.
Yeah, so, he's living a life of crime nowadays, and we're here to break you out. Hi, we're his friends.
Hi, are you mad? Okay, fine, sure. What? Presuming you have a plan?
We do, but we're going to need your help to pull this off.
You realize I have the clothes I'm standing up in, right?
Yeah, that's fine. We are going to arrange for you to get a grounds pass later on today. When you get the grounds pass, we're going to need you to go to this location. Do you know where the northern side of the fence butts up against the woods?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. You'll be given your ground pass later today. When you get that, go for a walk out towards the fence there. We'll have a team to meet you there.
Okay.
We will wipe the tracking they have on you remotely. You will also have some other onboard tracking that we will need to deal with. We have a plan for dealing with that, but we need you in place at that time, okay? So when you get that grounds pass, you need to go.
As you're saying this, Sunshine, you're keeping half an eye on the security cameras. You notice an orderly coming down the corridor towards her room.
Okay. Time's up. You'll get your grounds pass later on today. Good luck.
Thanks.
So how are you doing right now there, Alexandra?
Panicking.
Alright, so the only thing you've got left to do right now is set up that grounds pass. You've got access to the appropriate node. Could you give me an edit file action followed by a stealth there, Sunshine?
Sure. What's my target number on the edit? Do I get to know that?
Not this time.
Oh boy. I can't imagine it's super high. I mean,
No, it can't be that high.
I'm just giving a student a thing that students get.
Occasionally.
5 hits. That's pretty solid. And stealth is 4 hits.
Yeah, you're absolutely fine. You basically just own this host at this point.
Yeah, I'm starting to become suspicious of these dice. I feel like they're setting me up for something.
And it will be glorious.
You own the host to such a degree that all, like, the 18th century schoolmasters now have kick me signs on their backs. With, like, a little chibi drawing of yourself holding up a peace sign underneath the kick me.
Headcanon accepted.
Alright, so while this is going on, Toiga, Mav,
Yep. We're off for a walk in the woods.
yeah, you meet up with Hemlock at the appropriate time. And she's changed her clothes. She's wearing, like, old military fatigues, and she's got that fucking big rifle, as well as she's got webbing on with pouches full of all sorts of stuff that she'll need. She's not, like, got the full camo paint on or anything like that. She's not gone to those kinds of extremes. She nods as you park up the van and say, "We heading over then?"
Let's.
Indeed.
Right. Once we go in there, you only talk if it's absolutely necessary. I'm looking at you, and she points at Toiga.
Toiga sort of like brings a finger to his lips and then holds up the other hand, doing like the Girl Guides like dibbing thing.
Yeah, she looks seriously at Toiga and says, "No, I really fragging mean it. This is Big Brown's territory. You want to meet a Piasma?"
So it goes from like one finger against lips to like whole hand covering mouth.
Yeah. If you get me eaten, I will fragging haunt you. Even if you're dead too.
I mean, best of luck getting into Cat's house, but I will take you at your word.
She pats the rifle. "I'll bring this with me." Right. And she just starts walking into the woods. Could I get a survival roll out of both of you? If you don't have it, it defaults to willpower.
Oh, I'm pretty good for willpower, so it's willpower -1.
Yep.
Do I in fact have survival? No, of course not. I'm a city boy.
1 hit.
I got 0.
Do you want to look more closely at that roll there, Mav?
Oh no.
No, I don't. I don't want to look closer.
So, are you spending edge to negate that critical glitch, or are you just taking it on the nose?
At this point, I'm gonna spend edge.
That's fine.
This is what Edge is for.
So, yeah, it's not great. Toiga is... He's been out in the woods with his family before, so he's not good, but he's not terrible. Like, he knows enough to not put his foot in a rabbit hole or something.
I know to walk around the poison ivy.
That's exactly what I do.
Mav, on the other hand, steps on every brittle twig. Somebody pushes past a branch, it smacks him in the face, and he's just there going, oh, Jesus Christ. And multiple times, Hemlock is just giving you the look. Staring at you and just putting a finger over her lips and just giving you this look of, what the fuck? It's not going well.
So Toiga like sort of opens an AR window with his comlink and types something out in it and just holds it up for Mav to look at, and it says, "Fun fact, that bush you stepped in is called poison ivy. Good thing you had boots and trousers on."
Mav just glares.
If you had taken the critical glitch, you'd have fallen into a patch of itch oak.
Ugh.
And to think it was me she was worried about, laughing cat emoji.
Glare intensifies.
Yeah, as you're getting closer to the school, Mav, you step in an almighty pile of shit.
Oh, for frag's sake.
And as you go to lift your foot, Hemlock comes over, just holds up a hand, kneels down next to it for a few moments, stands up and just whispers in your ear, "That belongs to Big Brown. That's fresh. Keep moving quietly."
Nods, seriously.
Yeah, you eventually find yourself in the tree line opposite the fence. There's probably about between 50 and 20 meters. It does vary, but you're at kind of one of the closer bits, 20 odd meters away from it. And there's an open expanse of grass between you and the fence. Alexandra, you've just had your psychoeducational therapy session. You get out of... You've been having it with Dr. Boisseau. You don't remember a lot of it. It's like you sat down and then you stood up and you were walking out again, and it's just blank in between. But you've got this fragging headache. it's not a comm link, but they've issued the students with like a watch where stuff can ping up on it, and they can send you notifications, tell you to go places, that kind of thing. The only thing it will actually...
A 6th floor pager?
Effectively, but the only thing that you can do with it is tell the time. It's like there's nothing, you can't contact anybody on it. They don't want you being distracted, or having any kind of freedom for that matter. And it comes up saying that you have been given a grounds pass to go for a walk.
So she's currently, like, she stares at it for a moment or two going, though it was going to take a long time to get this. Don't look suspicious. Don't look suspicious.
Could you give me an infiltration roll if you have it based off charisma, if not just a charisma -1? Just want to see how walk casual you manage to be.
I have con.
I'll accept a con roll.
2 hits.
Alright, with 2 hits, it's not great. You look nervous as all hell, but that kind of sells it. Walk out into the grounds. It's actually quite a nice early autumn evening. It's quite sunny, but it is starting to get a little bit chilly.
Just gonna take a moment and stand still and stare at the sky for a couple of minutes.
Whilst you're standing there staring at the sky for a couple of minutes, I'm going to do a quick smash cut to Toiga, who said he wanted to summon an air spirit earlier. What force, please, buddy?
Let's say 5. I'm going to turn Edge on quickly, just so that this is a good roll.
Okay.
So I put my +2 on, because I have my summoning thing with me. Yeah, 8 hits, that'll do.
Yeah, yes. So what's your charisma, please, Toiga?
My charisma is 5.
So you've got 5 services.
Yay!
As you summon it, oh wow, the mana here is good. It's so clean. The spirit almost wants to come into being here, and just this swirl of leaves come up into... It looks like a vaguely humanoid shape, but it's just like this little... almost like dust devil of autumn leaves.
Yeah, like, the leaves seem to be sticking to something and then getting blown away through them, so it's like, is this thing humanoid? Is it animaloid? You can't tell, you can't see the spirit, you can only see the things that are sticking to it.
Hey, Tiger.
Uh-huh.
Air spirits have the optional power Guard,
That might be handy.
which lets you negate glitches.
Yeah, no, let's go with that one.
Are you desperate for this right now, there, Mav?
I think it's a very good idea, considering 3 city slickers are about to walk through a forest.
So the spirit kind of just like, it sort of steps out of like the ether almost like willingly, and it seems to be drawing wind towards it. As it's walking towards them, Toiga just sort of holds up a hand, says like a line in Enochian, and like the wind seems to go very still for a second, and then it goes back to normal, as it is now Toiga bound. So let's go with Guard to prevent glitches. This needs to go well.
Okie doke. So, what are you asking this spirit to do?
So I'm going to use invisibility to hide myself and Mav. Like, I'll just cast those spells. I'm going to tell it to hide Hemlock and hide the drone. So that leaves me with 3 services.
Okay.
Then when we see Alexandra, we'll get her through the fence, and then I'll tell it to conceal her as well. And that leaves 2 services. As we're running away, if something comes after us, I can order it to... I can then hide Alexandra, order it to turn around and stop whatever's chasing us from doing that, and also sick some of my other bound spirits on it.
Alrighty. So, Sunshine.
Yo.
Looks like it's about go time on that fence.
Alrighty.
And the fridge, and possibly also on Huggy.
Okay, Huggy, I'm going to need you to hit the fridge. I will get the fence down, and I'll handle the software tracking.
For sure.
Do we want to... Since this is all popping off basically simultaneously, do we want to have Huggy roll first?
Yep. Do you want to go first, Huggy?
Okay, so what am I rolling for this? Command unauthorized?
This will be a command unauthorized, followed by a stealth. I've got a target number in mind, so if you don't hit it the first time, you can do it as repeat rolls, but you will have to do a stealth every time.
Right, okay. I am pre-edging my first command unauthorized roll. That's 3 hits.
Okay, give me your stealth, please.
4 hits.
Alright, and another command unauthorized, please. This will be at a -1, because this is now an extended test.
1 hit.
Yep.
And 2 hits for stealth.
So as you're doing this, one of the schoolmasters walks into the room where you're doing this. It looks like an old library with the record cards, and you're opening the windows and it's a sunny day outside and stuff like that to control the heat. Walks in and looks at you and says, "What do you think you're doing? These need to be kept cold."
Right.
You may want to roll Matrix Initiative there, Huggy.
Right. What is Matrix Initiative?
Quick question. Are you doing this hot sim?
I am doing this hot sim, yes.
Okay, in which case...
So I've
could
been
you-
adding...
+2, yes. Could I get 3 rolls of 2 dice, please? So that'll be your command unauthorized and your stealth. The last one will be your stealth.
Because I now have biofeedback filters, so I can actually do hot sim combat. 0 hits.
Yep, ignore any glitches.
1 hit.
And your stealth.
Come on, Huggy.
1 hit.
So they walk in, look at you, say, "What do you think you're doing? This needs to be kept cold." Then takes a look at it closer and goes, "Oh, yeah, I see the problem. Yeah, fine, carry on," and walk back out the room.
Oh, thanks, Frag, for Hot Sim.
Like frag for hot sim.
The image I had was, what do you think you're doing in here? This all needs to be kept cold. And Huggy goes, look, a distraction.
Could I get 1 more command unauthorized out, if you please, Huggy?
That's 2 hits.
Yep, so you've hit the threshold. Could you do your stealth roll for me?
And I'm going to pre-edge my stealth roll.
I wonder why.
Can't imagine why. That doesn't seem necessary.
Oh, flag.
How the frag?
Oh, okay.
You go, yeah, no worries, and go back into the records and start shuffling them around and opening windows. And then he turns back and goes, "Wait a minute. No, that's not right. If that gets too warm. Hey, you! And please roll Matrix Initiative for me."
Oh no.
Stop there, criminal scum!
Yes. We'll come back to you in a few seconds there, Huggy. What are you doing in the meantime there, Sunshine? Are you turning off that electric fence?
I'm turning off that fence.
Are you... Yeah, you're not smoking cigarettes and drinking beer?
No, I'm not smoking the marijuanas and having the premarital sex. So what, that's command unauthorized?
Yeah.
Not a great start. Only 2 hits on that. Stealth.
Yep.
4 hits on the stealth. Okay, command unauthorized. Double dip. Yeah, there we go. 5 hits on command unauthorized, and then another stealth.
Yep, so that's the fence off.
And stealth is 6. Nice.
Alright. Yeah, Huggy, things are getting spicy there. We'll come back to you, Huggy. This may be Huggy does Matrix combat for the first time next session. We'll find out.
Second time.
Yes, true. So in the meantime, Toiga, Mav, you're sat there in the woods and Hemlock is keeping an eye out. She's actually set up her rifle and is training it across the grounds, just checking for guards and the like, trying to make life a bit easier.
Fence is going down. Alexandra's on her way. Get ready.
Just as this happens, you see Alexandra walk into view.
Okay, so
Get melting.
Hoiger turns to air spirits.
Before you do that, you can see the Watcher spirits bopping around the grounds.
Right, so I can tell. The Watcher spirits only seem to act when something actually crossed the boundary onto the grounds, yeah?
From what you've observed, yes.
Okay.
Can I make a point that almost certainly occurs to Toiger?
Yeah.
If you start fucking with the fence with magic, the Watcher Spirits are probably going to notice.
So we're not going to start fucking with the fence with magic.
Your concealment power makes the Watcher Spirits a lot less likely to notice anything that it is concealing happening.
So it actually makes sense for the spirit to conceal Toiger while he gets close enough to melt the fence.
Okay, so if it uses the concealment power on you, you can head out there. Could you give me an infiltration roll?
What's infiltration again? What does that default on?
Agility.
For frag's sake. Put a point in the infiltration skill already, Toiger.
You know, it's one of the pluses that I get as a shaman a cat, but I picked...
The other one.
Yep, because I'm stupid.
We know.
What was the other one you chose?
Gymnastics.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah, no, that was dumb. I got a hit. Okay, so Toiger turns to the spirit. If you're looking at him, like, the way his mouth's moving, the way his chest is going, he is clearly, like, shouting at the top of his lungs. Hemlock doesn't hear a damn thing. Maverick, you can, like... It's in a knocking, you don't know what he's saying, but you can hear it like a whisper right in your ear. You know somebody's like, if they're whispering in your ear so close, you can actually feel their lips moving against your ear a little bit?
Yeah?
That's what you're hearing, because you are magical and can hear the magic. And yeah, Toiger tells it, use your concealment power to hide me, and then he sort of scampers up to the fence where Alexandra is. This is the point where I kind of hope that Alexandra's sense of smell is still as good as I remember it was. What do I need to roll?
So you were wanting to melt the fence, so give me an acid stream spell.
Yes, magic. Let's say Force 2 should be enough to melt the fence, I think.
If you think it is, go for it.
There is no kill like overkill, Toiger.
Yeah, Toiger, now is not the time to be hedging your bets on how little you can get away with.
4 hits, and I need to resist 5 drain.
So yeah, you run over, you're concealed, and you cast this, and it fizzes a lot, and it's doing some damage, and you can see a couple of the links come apart, but it's still looking pretty sturdy.
Okay, try it again. I took quite a bit of stun on that one.
Okay.
You did, rather.
Try that again. I have Stim Patch, I'm going to be reckless. Force 5.
Okay.
I got 6 hits on that one. I'm just rolling to resist my drain. So I'm still taking another 3 points of stun.
So this time, the fence just melts in front of you. Alexandra, you're walking along. How are you doing on your walk?
Sort of. I'm flitting between actually genuinely enjoying this, because what is this, like, aloneness?
Actual freedom? You don't get that here.
Actual freedom. She's doing her level best not to just laugh, because it feels surreal. But she's also, like, her heart is going like a million miles an hour. She's not quite sure whether is this just because she's missed some of her meds, or if this is fear, or if this is excitement. She doesn't really know what she's feeling right now.
As you're walking along and you're going towards where you were told to go, you suddenly see a section of the fence. Oh, that stinks! And it just melts and falls to pieces in front of you.
Guessing this is my stop. So, like, I kind of glance back over my shoulders in a sort of, please tell me nobody can see me right now, because I'm not used to being alone, and move surreptitiously kind of towards it.
As you do, you see one of the orderlies who's also out walking see you cross the line, and he shouts at you, "Hey, get back over the line!"
Shit. I give one swift backwards glance and then just start to pelt it forwards.
As you reach the gap in the fence, could you roll your body for me, please?
Just on its own, yeah.
Yep, just body.
0.
You've just taken 5 boxes of physical as the grass suddenly shoots up in sharp, jagged, thorny points next to the fence. They're about 2 inches long, and a load of these just go straight through the thin soles of the shoes and straight through your feet. And you just fall to the floor.
I'm gonna scream.
You fall to the floor right in front of the fence. Your feet are just cut to bloody ribbons right now. And you land on this grass and carve up your arms. It cuts your face as well. And we're going to leave it there.
The frag, you can't leave it here.
Thank you for spending some time with us and listening to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast. We hope that you enjoyed the show and look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks' time for our next episode. In the meantime... Oh, Drek. The grass is knives. There's a piasma in the woods. Sixth World Maine sucks and is full of horrors, it would appear. Where do you think is the worst place in the Sixth World? Let us know on our Discord. Intro is More Human Than Human by Karl Cassey, and the background music is also by Karl Cassey. Outro music is Neon Thrills by Luck Hash, and all sound effects are credited in the show notes. The Tops Company Inc. has granted permission to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any other proprietary material for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with the Pride Against Prejudice podcast in any official capacity whatsoever. All other works mentioned in this podcast remain the property of their respective owners. The Pride Against Prejudice podcast is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 license, so if you want to use any part of the show, please give us the credit. See you next time, chummers.